there is isolation up here. If you're elderly and you can't get out as much, you're not going to be in, you know, not going to be the greatest because it's isolated up here. You know, you're not, the shops are not the best shops. So you're 2 miles away from the nearest town where you can go. It's a bus ride. So I wouldn't think it was the best place to live at that, but it's definitely not the worst place to live. I moved up here in 1968 with my mother and father. I came from Ancoats in Manchester. I came up in the back of my furniture wagon. I'd never seen the place before. And when the flaps went down the furniture wagon, God, I didn't like it. It was mud, it was hills. Talk about agoraphobic, I just looked around and there's no shops, there's no roads, there's no paths, it's just mud, and I just wanted to get back out of Manchester to my grand's as quick as I could down Clayton. But I came back and worked with it, and now I think it's, over the years, I wouldn't move anywhere else. I love it up here, love the people up here. We have his own sort of identity. Even now, I mean, we are supposed to be like under the name of Glossop, but we don't class ourselves as Glossop really. You know, we just, even the kids, yes, the kids that, I mean, you know, we've got his own identity sort of thing. And this could probably help in a bad sense that you know, helps the stigma of Gamesley, you know, where people don't like coming up to games. But it is getting better, the stigma. I mean, we've got the Early Action Centre. People outside here want to bring their kids to the Early Action Centre. We've got built-in adult education things now. We've got computer suites, so people come up here to learn. You know, so we are, you know, we may be at fault, you know, for some things, but we are very clannish up here. We are, you know, stick togetherish, and it can have its bad things, but it's got its good things as well. It's like an holiday camp, it really was, because the houses were different when we got the gas side and the electric side. This side, which is the gas side, had flat roofs then. They were built by a different contractor, and it just looked like chalets in an holiday camp, you know what I mean? And the atmosphere was like that, you know, like an holiday, as always on holiday, you know, it was really good. And I've moved off a couple of times, but I've always come back. I like it, you know, and it was really bad in one of the worst winters going. And the snow came, and we really thought it was like from the Wild West going into the, you know, the outback into Rockies. You know, it was really bad. It was. I've not seen anything like it. You know, I mean, considering you're 14 miles away from Manchester, it's not a great deal, is it? But in some of the things now. And there's another thing I know. We've actually changed Glossop's accent with the amount of. My silver school came from Gamesley. There's a little one on Hadfield, and people like buying houses in similar areas came up from Manchester. Because when we first studied, if you talk to the older Glossop people, they all talk like thee and thou, you know, our art and all this, you know, and with our kids going to school, you know, and mixing, the accent in Glossop has changed. So it's not as broad as it used to be, you know. Our sorry and all this, you know. And then he come in one day, I remember him coming in this particular day, and he said, I've been at town hall, and he said, there's a brand new estate being built, Gamesley. I didn't notice of it, mate, you know, but they must have come up and had a look at it, and that was it, sort of thing, you know. Because there was nobody on the electric side when we moved up, November '68, so, you know, it was, we didn't have, like John Francis had a bus that came up, didn't they, and they picked where they wanted to live. We didn't have that. Well, I don't think we did. But it was just me and matter of, right, we're going and that's it, you know, the furniture man, so let's get it in here and ta-da, and that's it. And stuff and I always remember the old Tup, the landlord there wasn't a very sociable sort of fella, and workers on the estate and things like that, he used to have a bucket outside and a mop, and he used to make them, and everybody that come, because it was still muddied up, you know, when you went out, you used to have to scrub your shoes before you go in the pub, and if there's any signs of mud, get out, like, you know. And when we started sort of drinking, a lot of us, we'd still go to town rather than go to Glossop, you know. But when we did go to Glossop, it was really weird, because like we was the pioneers sort of thing at that age. I can remember going in the Carters Club, which is in Glossop, and it was like Glossop people one side, Manchester people the other side, Gamesley, and it was, you don't step over the line sort of thing, and it was like that quite a lot. There was an article there for when people first moved up, and it said like Gamesley Estate was being built. It's in the Glossop Cron. Gamesley Estate was being built, and they put this bus on, what John Francis always on about, coming up to see, and it said like, and a busload of Mancunians came up, and it's sort of, I mean, that sets it off. You expect Genghis Khan and his mad hordes coming up, and I think this is, they had this vision that we was coming up to rob their houses, whatever, and it's a lot of, Manx coming up sort of thing. But, social club over there, what was a social club, community centre and that, I can remember them putting, to raise money for it, I can remember them putting a beer tent on that land over there and having things. And I remember coming round to the houses collecting money. I'm not sure if it was 50 pence a brick after from my mother and father and stuff like that.
How did you get involved in the Residents Association?
I went to, someone talked to me one time and said, fancy going to this meeting, the residents. So I thought, it's really for the old fogies, So anyway, I got married to it, and I went to this meeting, and I found it okay. I found things, talking to people, it was okay. And it was just at the time when I was nearly opening this office, so that was good. So there wasn't going to people's houses, which I wouldn't have done. I wouldn't have gone in people's houses doing things like that. And I went in and I found it different than what I thought it would be. And then I started getting involved with it with things like welfare rights and that, and I was interested in that. And so it's something I thought, oh, I wish I'd done this years ago. Got into this welfare rights side of it, and from then on I've just stuck at it sort of thing. I've enjoyed being there. I've enjoyed talking. It's something that it's. You talk, you meet people, you talk to people, and different things. And I've done things that I really never thought I would do. I mean, I've got some money to take a group of kids away on a football thing, and I had to go to Birmingham in a big hall and talk about it. Well, there's no way I'd have done that. Just no way I'd have done it. But I did it, and I did it. I was all right. I was a bit trembly, but I did it, and I thought, I'd never done that. I never spoke in front of all them people. It was because you put this outer face on, but inside yourself, shivering wreck, like, It's, but I did it, and I've done a couple of other things like that. And I only made one mistake on it. It was at Birmingham, and I went down on the wrong day. So that was.
Did you have to go back?
Yeah. I wish I had done the speech on the first day when he's nobody there. But I had to go back. I had to do it to get the money. So I had a nice trip around Birmingham, hanging around New Street Station. I'd like to think that people would think that if there was in any trouble in any sort of way, that would be the first port of call. That we can advise. We not solve everyone's problem, because everyone is a member of the Games and Residents Association, everyone that lives on here and that. But if you can go in there, they can point the way to help. Some things that I never thought of was one particular, an elderly lady came in and her husband had just died and she couldn't read or write. Her husband had dealt with all the bills and everything beforehand. And it's something that you just don't, so and we found out that there is courses for for people like that to go on and all that. And she went on the course, and now she's self-sufficient. She can do her bills, she can read letters. So all she'd done before was get the bill and put it on a mantelpiece, and that was it. It dealt with. Well, we're just starting now with Keith McGrail and that. We're going to start a young residents association, young people's one. So they can tell us more, what they would like to see, sort of thing. On the other things, we got Sports 2000 involved with them, which was a police initiative, Youth Against Crime. And from there, we've got 3 kids that are actually doing really, really well at golf. 4 kids, sorry. Now, golf isn't a sort of sport that you would think of a council estate. Now, we got these things, and we had some places, and just spoke to someone, and they said, well, my kids into golf. So they went to New Mills, did it, and they got everything. They got the golf clubs, they got the clothes and everything, and they're really doing well now. Really doing well, you know. So that's, you know, good on that side of things.